Hi everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in today, and welcome to the home of all things FIFA Career Mode. If you are new to the channel and you do enjoy this video, please help the channel grow by hitting that subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back, and thanks for your continued support. And if you want extra FIFA Career Gems content, then why not head over to either my Twitter or Instagram. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some of the highest overall players in FIFA 21 Career Mode, but when they were first added to FIFA, they got their potential drastically wrong. And we're kicking off with Riyad Mahrez of Manchester City, who now has an overall of 85, but back in FIFA 13 he had an overall of 58 and a potential of only 72. Next up we have the Napoli goalkeeper Alex Meret, who's still only 23 years of age. He's got an overall of 78 and a potential of 86, but back in FIFA 15 his overall was 60 and his potential was only 74. RB Leipzig right back or centre back Nordi Mukiele, he has an overall of 80 and a potential of 86, but back in FIFA 15 his overall was only 56 and his potential was only 68. Borussia Mönchengladbach left midfielder or striker Marcus Thuram, he's still only 22 years of age, overall of 80 and a potential of 86, but back in FIFA 15 his overall was 56 and his potential was only 74. Next up is one of my favourite real face midfielders in FIFA 21 Career Mode, who can also play as a right winger, and that's Pedro Goncalves of Sporting Club Portugal. He now has an overall of 79 and a potential of 87, but back in FIFA 18 when playing for Wolves his overall was 58 and his potential was only 74. Moving on to another RB Leipzig defender, this time it's Ibrahima Konate, who's still only 21 years of age, 78 overall, potential of 88, but in FIFA 17 his overall was 61 and his potential was only 74. Next up we have Joe Gomez of Liverpool, who's still only 23 years of age, overall of 83 and a potential of 88, but back in FIFA 15 when playing for Charlton his overall was 55 and his potential was 74. Up next is another Premier League defender, this time it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka of Manchester United, who's still only 22 years of age, 83 overall and a potential of 88, but back in FIFA 16 when playing for Crystal Palace his overall was 57 and his potential was only 70. Barcelona centre-back Clement Lenglet, in FIFA 21 he's got an overall of 84 and a potential of 88, but back in FIFA 15 when playing for Nancy in France he had an overall of 60 and a low potential of only 67. And up next is yet another centre-back, this time is Napoli's Kalidou Koulibaly, who in FIFA 21 has an overall of 88 and he's one of the best defenders in the game, but back in FIFA 12 when playing for Metz he had an overall of 63 and a potential of 74. He's been one of the most consistently solid Premier League midfielders in recent years, and it's Chelsea's N'Golo Kante, who has an overall of 88 in FIFA 21, but back in FIFA 14 when still playing for Caen in France he had a low overall of 60 and a low potential of only 67. Next up is the first of a few Liverpool players on this list, and it's Andrew Robertson, the left back, who has an overall of 87 and a potential of 89 in FIFA 21, but back in FIFA 14 when playing for Dundee United his overall was 61 and his potential was only 72. Up next is the England captain Harry Kane, who's still only 26 years of age. In FIFA 21 his overall is 89 and he has a potential of 90, but way back in FIFA 12 when still playing for Spurs but on loan at Millwall he had an overall of only 62 and a potential of only 72. Barcelona's Dutch midfielder Frenkie de Jong is still only 23 years of age in FIFA 21 Career Mode. He's got an overall of 86 and a potential of 91, but back in FIFA 15 when playing for Willem in the Eredivisie his overall was 59 and his potential was 76. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, and that's Manchester City and Brazil international Ederson. He has an overall of 88 and a potential of 91 in FIFA 21 Career Mode, but back in FIFA 13 when still playing for Rio Ave in Portugal his overall was 64 and his potential was only 70. He's been one of the most influential players in the Premier League since joining Manchester United last year, and that is Bruno Fernandes, whose overall is 88 and potential is 91 in FIFA 21 Career Mode. But back in FIFA 14 when playing for Udinese, his overall was only 65 and his potential was only 68. Moving on to the second Liverpool player, this time it's the Brazilian goalkeeper Alisson, whose overall in FIFA 21 Career Mode is 90 and his potential is 91. But back in FIFA 14 when playing for Internacional in his native Brazil, his overall was 63 and his potential was 74. Moving on to his Liverpool teammate Virgil van Dijk, whose overall in FIFA 21 Career Mode is 90 and his potential is 91. But back in FIFA 12 when playing for Groningen in the Eredivisie, his overall was 64 and his potential was only 75. And the penultimate player on this list is one of the poster boys of FIFA 21, and it is Erling Haaland from Borussia Dortmund, who's still only 19 years of age. He has an overall of 86 and potential to be special of 92, but back in FIFA 17 when playing in his homeland of Norway for Molde, he had an overall of 58 and a potential of only 78. And the final player on the list is another one of the poster boys for FIFA 21, and it's Trent Alexander-Arnold of Liverpool, who's still only 21 years of age. He has an overall of 87 and potential to be special of 92, but back in FIFA 17 his overall was 68 and his potential was only 78. So that was 20 of the most highly rated players in FIFA 21 Career Mode, where in a previous edition of FIFA, EA got their potential drastically wrong. But that does conclude today's video. All that remains to say is thank you so much for watching. Please remember to tune in next time, but until then, it's FCG out.